Got a question here. What is the best program for studying that has worked best for students that struggle with consistency and procrastination? I've taken the LSAT already, and I'm not happy with my score. I know it's because I was not consistent with my studying. I self-studied and made a really big jump from diagnostic to actual score, but I'm not where I want to be. So first off, congratulations on making that big jump already. Love to help you get even further here. Of course, what's best is a matter of personal opinion. Of course, I'm a bit biased, but I'm a big advocate of my company, LSAT Unplugged, where we offer live online classes, on-demand video courses, small group coaching, and one-on-one coaching. Now, first thing I'll say here is that any prep course, mine included, we can never care more about the end result than you do. We'll provide what we can on our end, but it's ultimately up to you to put in the work on your end, putting in the hours with the studying, showing up for the live class sessions, and watching the videos, and of course, studying consistently every single day up until test day. Now, there are a couple of factors, that being said, that can help make a program better or worse for a student who enters. First off, of course, a program has to be engaging. That means that it's not just some whiteboard with a disembodied voice where you can't even see the person who's speaking and you can't connect with them. So we offer live online classes via Zoom several times a week. We offer them currently Monday through Thursday in the evening to accommodate those who are working full-time or are in school full-time, because if you can't join live, then you're not going to be able to benefit from those live class sessions. We also aim to make the classes engaging. We always choose instructors who have experience in teaching, so they're not just people who are naturally good at the test, not just natural born geniuses, but those who struggled with their own LSAT journeys and can relate to the student on the other end who's about to enter the process, and who also have a passion for teaching the material, who truly love and appreciate the LSAT and want to communicate that passion and enthusiasm to the students as well. So we will use a whiteboard sometimes, especially when diagramming logic games, for example, but we also show up on camera, and we find the students who do best in the classes are the ones who also show up with their cameras on as well, who remain engaged both for accountability and for connection to create that community experience. We also give every single student who joins our program a day-by-day study plan personalized to their timeline. This helps with consistency and procrastination so that you always have something to be doing. You always know exactly what to do every single day over the course of your prep. This includes when to do timed practice tests, when to do individual timed sections, when to do questions by type to drill the basics, when to work on logic games, logical reasoning, reading comprehension, doing individual questions by type, building up to, of course, those full-length timed exams as test day approaches. Now, you mentioned that you've already made a really big jump, but you're still not yet at your goal score. So if you were to join LSAT Unplugged, the first thing I'd want to know is, what are your weak areas? What are you struggling with? If you're not sure, that's okay. We can look at your diagnostic results and give you a clear plan of attack moving forward, where we help you target your weak areas through drilling questions by type, by joining our weekly live classes on that particular topic, then helping you, of course, pull it all together with the full-length timed practice tests. If you were taking the LSAT in February, just a couple of weeks away, of course, a lot of the focus would be on those full timed practice tests. Of course, if you were taking it in April or June, we'd spend a bit more time helping you drill your weak areas before introducing individual timed sections, and finally, of course, the full-length timed practice tests. And if you were deciding between June versus August, we'd look at how are you doing on logic games, because of course you can take it in April or June with the logic games, but if you'd rather take it without the logic games, of course, you would want to go to take the LSAT in August or beyond, whichever version of the exam plays to your strengths. Of course, law schools will not care which version you take. And if you're procrastinating, maybe it's because you just don't love the games. If that's the case, you may want to say, you know what, I'm going to hold off until August to avoid the games. I'm much better at logical reasoning, and so I'm going to focus my energy and efforts there instead. But of course, I do see consistency as being crucial to making progress. And so the first thing I'd want to do is make sure that you are consistent and motivated in your prep, that you're showing up every single day, putting in the work. Of course, if you want to take a day off or 2 per week, that's totally fine, but I want to make sure that we keep the momentum going. If you're interested in potentially joining LSAT Unplugged, we'd love to have you. You can check out the links below this video to find out more and to book a call with me and my team. We'd be glad to help you out. And if you're aiming to score 170 plus on the LSAT in the next 3 to 6 months, I'm especially interested in working with you. I'm looking for a couple of students aiming to do just that, but I do have a couple of criteria for working with me. I'm looking for you to have scored a 160 or above on at least one timed practice test, and you have the basics of the LSAT down, the different sections and the different question types. If this describes you, I know you didn't mention where you're scoring currently, but if you're at 160 or above on at least one PT, please reach out. In the meantime, I wish you all the best and take care.